So what is going on, guys? I hope everyone is doing well. Just wanted to pop on here and share with you a quick little video. This is personally just me documenting my journey as an insurance salesman, building a business, and most importantly, documenting my financial journey. And in today's video, it's just literally inspired by a lot of questions that I'm getting is, how do you learn the skill of sales? And I want to document my process of how I went from literally not making any money in the insurance business to making $20,000 my first month doing this full time, taking the leap, and honestly just giving you the truth about this business that I wish someone had told me. So if you're failing in telesales, or if you're trying to make more money in insurance, if you're selling life insurance, car insurance, final expense insurance, I just simply want to document what's working for me to hopefully get you to, cross that guideline or that bridge that you're facing. And for me, I'm simply only selling final expense life insurance over the phone. I am now at a position where I'm able to document, generate my own leads, but I want to share with you how you can get good at selling over the phone. What most people struggle with, and the one thing that I wish I knew coming into this business, is that number one, this business is a lot harder than people make it out to be. There's like this illusion, I don't know what you call it, some fantasy that some people might tell you, and you only hear the good things. Oh, I made $20,000 this month as a, full-time in my first business. But what did you actually do? What is the stories that you're not seeing? And I want to share with you honestly the real stuff that I went through to make my first $20,000 in the first 3 days doing this as an insurance agent. I quit my job making $2,000 to $3,000 every week to go into this full time. I spent $3,000, $5,000 on leads before I actually made some sales, and I failed a ton. And I just want to share with you what I actually did to get to where I'm going. Number one is understand that most people that tell you things is not true. So for me, I said that I made $20,000, but that was after I spent $5,000 on leads. I spent every day literally waking, learning, studying, spending every day, not going out on the weekends, doing whatever I could to learn the business. I was spending a ton of money. I was getting chargebacks, and I was not knowing how to do this business. But until I was able to learn the skill, it unlocked me. For 2 weeks, I failed, made some money, failed, reinvested it, failed, and then I learned the actual skill. So the reason that you might not be doing well at telesales or in your insurance business is you maybe just have yet to develop the skill of sales. So I want to share with you what helped me get to that $20,000 per month in business was simply learning how to fail. Simply picking up the phone. People ask me now, Peter, how do I start selling life insurance? What do I need to do? How can I start making my sales? And I didn't know anything about the industry. I didn't even know about chargebacks. I didn't know about the negative side of things of different type of leads. I didn't know that some people will pay you next month. And so I didn't know some people would, want to cancel their policies after you sold it to them. I didn't know that. And this illusion that I don't want insurance agents to run into is that this is the truth of the business. But what helped me get to where I was, what allowed me to crack 20,000 was I didn't have any limiting beliefs. I didn't think like, all right, well, I'm gonna have all these steps to go through. People are gonna cancel. I just knew I had leads, people that I paid, and I needed to call them as much as I could. And if I was calling people and they're not buying from me, then I need to change my sales pitch. Then I need to change something. So I literally picked up the phone, called as many people as I could per day. Try to track my 5 presentations. And most importantly is that if I sucked, I would go into the next call and make the tweaks. People ask me, what scripts do I need to share? You're like, what companies should I go through? What contracts? I didn't know anything about that. I knew that I had a product that I could sell. I knew that I had people that needed my product, and I knew that people were either gonna buy from me or the neighbor. So I wanted to be the person that they wanted to buy from. So what got me to this bridge, and what's gonna help you actually make money in this telesales journey is not to overanalyze things, to understand the truth about this business, and most importantly, just learn by doing. If you wanna get to a place where you're making $10,000 a month, 20,000, where I got to 30,000, a pure profit in this business is that you have to go through the dirt. You have to actually make the calls, and you need to get better. Most of the things that I want to share with you, and the biggest sales tip that I want to put in this video is that what will make you either a good or a bad salesman over the phone, a quick skill that I think changed my life and was just reaffirmed to me here when I just got off the phone with this lady. A lady called me. She wanted she wanted coverage. She filled out her information. I have that she wants, 20,000 of coverage or beneficiary names, all this stuff. We're going through the process. She was just diagnosed with a really bad terminal illness. We're going through the questions. She's saying, this is why I need it. This is what's going to happen to me. It's not looking good. I'm not doing well. Like, I know things are going to be rough, but I just need something, just a little something for my family. I don't know if I have 6 months, 2 years left, 3 years, but I know this time is going to come. She admitted to me that she needs life insurance. I asked the right questions, and she's going to get this life insurance. I give her through all the options, no matter if you're selling whole life, term, whatever your prospect's asking you, you are solving their problems. They've made the problem aware, and you're giving them the solution. So here's the solution. You're going to have to pay this amount of money to make sure that you can get this taken care of. Does that sound good? Well, first, Peter, I want to go ahead and talk to my husband. And the way that she asked that, the way that she was so convicted that she needs to think about this after telling me all these different scenarios of why she needs the life insurance made me realize why most people fail in this industry. Most people, number one, would have probably let her off the phone. But secondly, people need to be guided. People need someone to help them make a decision. Let me ask you, is it easy for you to just pull out your wallet and start dishing out $60 a month just for life insurance, something that you might not see even though you need? Is it easy for you to make a habit or lifestyle change? Is it easy for you to change your routine? Is it easy for you to spend money on things that you now have coming into your life? The answer is probably no. But we all know that there's a problem. You're solving a problem. What's going to change your bank account? What's going to actually make you good in this industry? What's going to help you make $20,000 per month is not your ability to just talk to people. You need to talk to people, and then you need to identify their problem, and then you need to get people to make a buying decision. I didn't know this at first. I struggled a ton. I knew that people were filling out information for life insurance, but I needed to give them enough conviction, give them evidence, logistically sell them emotionally, and most importantly, get people to make a decision. Well, I know this doesn't make sense, but let's go ahead and get this taken care of. You told us this was making sense. What you do in sales, what's going to help take you over the edge in telesales is simply communicating, but also holding their client's hand and taking them across the finish line. Because the more hands that you can hold, it doesn't matter if you don't take them across that finish line. If you can take them across that finish line, your bank account will change, your chargeback will be reduced because now you're selling a lot more people. You will have less people falling off because you've delivered them a good service and they needed their hand held. And most importantly, you're gonna have good business because they know that you're there for them. Everyone wants to make a decision, but are you gonna be the person that actually helped them make that buyer decision? And that right there was my illusion on how I was able to get up and running fast, how I was able to crack my first 20K, how I was able to actually start making money in this industry, and most importantly, why most people fail. Most people think that they're just gonna call people that want the insurance, they're gonna just basically send them over the application, say a few words, and they're gonna buy. That's not the case. You need to get good at sales communication, and you need to learn how to help people make really tough decisions, even though when they admit they need something, or even worse, if they don't know they need it, you need to help people communicate, peel back the onion, ask the right questions that they will make a decision and put them in a better position. That's what got me there. This is a little sales training on how I was able to do it, but I want more people to win. I want more people to know the truth about this business, and I want people to become a master at the telesales. I never came in here thinking I was gonna knock on doors. I didn't think that I was going to, start driving around because I wanted efficiency. I want to speak to people, and if you can build enough trust, if you can actually help people make decisions, you don't need to start knocking on doors because you're going to be better at telesales. But that's my quick little sales training. That's how I was able to, get started in my business. Was literally, I didn't give myself an out. I went full time. I knew that I can start developing the skill of sales, and most importantly, is that I had leads that I knew that they needed to buy from me, but I needed to get people to, I needed to convince them. So I had to take all the failures, all the punches of the mouth, all the hangups, and everything to build a better system that allow me to handle the objections and get people over the finish line. I hope this video helps. This dog is barking here, but just want to document and share my journey of what makes people good. Most people aren't good because they don't know how to actually communicate and get people to make a buying decision. And most people are decent, but they don't know how to do it quite often or over and over again because they lack the skill of sales or marketing. And in this business, if you honestly suck, well, you should look at yourself in the mirror. I look at myself in the mirror. My bank account's not where I want it to be. There's no one to blame. There's no lead to blame. I lack a skill set. I need to get better. And most importantly, I need to learn some type of skill, whether it's communication or getting people over crossing that line, which will allow me to make more money. It's crazy. One thing I want you to remember, and one thing I think of, that if you can learn this skill, you can duplicate it in any industry, which will allow you to never have to worry about money again. I'm trying to fight for myself, my future family, to never have to worry about money. So I wanted to develop skills that will allow me to do that. Life insurance just happens to be that vehicle. Love you guys. Gotta go. Cheers.